Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us on this Wednesday. It has been a very emotional day for a foster family in Kelowna. We first introduced you to the Costers a few months ago as they fought to keep two foster sons who they have raised since they were infants. But today, that fight officially came to an end when ministry staff arrived and seized the 11 and 14-year-old boys. It is one of the last times Eva Coster will kiss her 11-year-old foster son. After a 2-year-long battle, the Ministry for Children and Family Development is seizing the 11-year-old boy and his 14-year-old foster brother and moving them from the only home they've ever known.
Their mind is made, and I mean the children will leave, and we said we accept that. However, we don't agree, nor do we understand it.
The two boys are both severely disabled and have been cared for by Clemens Coster and his mum Eva since they were newborns. But today all that changed when ministry workers arrived to take the children away. Refusing to execute the seizure in front of our global cameras, ministry staff arrived only to leave the property. They came back a short time later when we agreed not to capture the images on camera. But this video shot by one of the family friends shows the two boys being taken away.
Everyone's feeling very broken, and Eva's distraught. They just destroyed a family here. You know, you can't say, you can say goodbye to children when they go off to college, but you can't say goodbye to children really when they're being ripped away from your home and away from your heart. So it's definitely a tough day. Tough day.
Especially tough for Eva Coster, the only mom the boys have ever known. Friends say she's tended the boys' every need for years, even sleeping beside the younger boy who needs to be rotated throughout the night.
It's never the best interest for the kids. That's absolutely, the kids lose a home. And we lose the kids.
The whole ordeal started a couple of years ago when behavioral problems with another adoptive son prompted Clemens Coster to ask the ministry for help. That adoptive son made allegations against the Costers, and while they were cleared of any wrongdoing, the ministry decided to go ahead and remove their special needs foster kids.
This was their home for their whole life, and there was no reason to stop that. There was no reason why they couldn't have remained here. I mean, they left them here for so long. If they ever were in danger, they could have moved them a long time ago, or should have at least.
The family says the ministry has made a huge mistake, but there is no recourse.
No one oversees the decisions. No one questions the decisions.
While they know it's too late for them, they say they will fight to bring changes to the system so that other families don't have to endure the pain they have.
There can't be just one sole power having the right to make all those decisions. When they say they use an independent review, they use somebody that worked in the ministry from the beginning. And if they make a report, well, if they don't make the report in the favor of the ministry, they will certainly never be used again in the future. Right?
As for the boys, the family says the youngsters don't understand that they have been seized from their home, at least not yet.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. But will they understand it by the time they go to bed tonight? I believe so, because their whole world has just been turned upside down.
An investigation concluded the seizure was warranted, but the family says that review was biased because they say it was conducted by a former ministry worker, and they believe it was only done as an attempt to appease the family. Now, the ministry says the placement of a child in its care occurs only after thorough assessments of all available options, and decisions are made based solely on the child's best interests, including their need for permanency.